Good morning, dear students. Let's start with the friction, chapter 12, class 8 science in detail. I hope presentation 1, the first video you have enjoyed, which was the introductory video. Now we'll talk about all the topics in detail in the coming video. Let's begin. Force of friction. The friction is a force that comes into play when two surfaces come in contact with each other. So, the frictional force of friction acts in the opposite direction of the motion of the object. So, in which direction the object is moving, force of friction will apply to its opposite direction. The force of friction opposes the relative motion between the surface of two moving objects. So that means it will slow down the moving object if friction is higher. Relative motion. When one object moves relative to another, it is called the relative motion. Factors that can affect the friction. The irregularities of the surface. If we move an object which has irregular or rough surface on another surface which is also irregular, the force of friction will be high in this case because the movement of the object will be restricted as both the surface have rough surface, and so they will produce lot of force of friction and the motion of the object will be slower. The regularity of the surface or its smoothness. If the surface of either object are smooth, the force of friction would be less. The object would move easily over the surface. Even smooth surface have certain irregularities. That means smooth surface will have certain friction. It is never that smooth surface will have a least or a zero friction. If two surfaces are pressed hard, the force of friction increases between two surfaces if they are pressed hard, and hence the movement of the object become restricted. However, if there is no pressure, the object can easily move. Let's talk about the types of friction. First is static friction. The frictional force that comes into play until an object starts moving is called the static friction. An object has to overcome the static friction of force in order to start the movement. Sliding friction. Sliding friction comes into play whenever an object moves along the surface of another object. Such movement is called slide. Hence, sliding friction is the force that opposes the movement or slide of the object. Rolling friction. When an object is rolling on the surface, the force of friction which act upon is called the rolling friction. You can see in the figure, when the wheel is moving on the roll, that is called the rolling friction between the wheel and the road. Fluid friction. When object moves in a fluid, the fluid exerts a fluid friction upon the object. It is also called air friction when the medium of travel is air, and the viscous friction when the medium of travel is water. You can see that the rolling friction is least, then the sliding friction is little bit high, and highest is static friction. Advantages of frictional force. Frictional force is necessary for various purposes in our daily life, such as it allows us to walk on the earth's surface, it allows us to write with the pen on the surface of the paper, it allows us to fix a nail in the wall. A moving object would never be able to come to state of rest without the frictional force. So these all are the advantages of frictional force. It allows us to do our daily important task. It would not be possible to drive any automobile on the road without the frictional force. It would not be possible to construct any buildings without the frictional force. What are the disadvantages of frictional force? The frictional force result in wear and tear of the objects such as moving parts of machine, tires of vehicle, sole of the shoes, etc. It also results in the production of heat. In the case of machines, the production of heat leads to the waste of energy. The frictional force also lead to a decrease in the speed of moving object, or sometime it also stop that object. It can lead to the noise pollution in certain cases. For instance, aircraft produce loud sound due to the resistance of the air, and sometimes friction causes fires too in the forest. How can we reduce or increase the friction? For increasing friction, sometimes we need to increase the friction so as we to avoid the slipping of the object. So the sole of the shoes is grooved so that the friction between the feet and the ground increases and we can walk safely. The tires are treaded so they can have a better grip over the ground and allows the smooth movement of vehicle, and they don't slip even we apply a brake. Brakes pads are used in bikes to stop them suddenly from moving by increasing the amount of friction. How would you reduce the friction? Sometimes, in order to have a smooth movement of the object, we need to reduce the friction. For example, the powder is sprinkled over the carom board to decrease the friction between the board of surface and the striker. Grease is used in the bicycle and the other motors of different parts of machine to reduce friction and increase the efficiency. Oil is applied on the things or the hinges of the door so that they can move easily without making noise. Applying substance like oil, grease, powder allow in the smooth movement as they block the irregularities of the surface. The substance that can reduce the amount of friction between different objects are called lubricants. However, we can never reduce the friction to a level of zero. There are always some irregularities present on the surface even though that surface is very smooth. How wheels reduce the friction? We know that an object rolls over the surface, rolling friction is produced which resists its motion on the surface. However, its magnitude is lesser than the static and the sliding friction. Wheels are circulating objects that can turn around a certain point. The wheels allow the object to roll over the surface rather than allowing them to slide over the surface. And this result in the less friction, hence easy movement of object. Now let me give you an example of trolley that you use in the grocery shops and when you visit the mall. So whenever you are lifting a heavy object but you put in the trolleys, and those trolleys are having wheels that reduce the friction and you can easily move your heavy trolleys. Similarly, when you visit the airports, you carry your luggage in the wheel-based suitcase. So that is why it is very easy to carry your bags from one place to the other place. So here I can say that wheels reduce the friction. Rolling friction is also used in the parts of machine. They are moving continuously. In this way, the sliding friction is removed with the help of rolling friction, and therefore the adverse effect of friction such as the production of heat or wear and tear of mechanical parts are reduced. So you don't need to change the part very frequently or you don't need to maintain them so fast. For instance, ball bearings are being used to fans and in the bicycles to reduce the friction. Let's talk about the fluid friction. The gases and the liquids are generally known as fluid. Similar to solid, fluids also provide the friction. The friction of the fluid increase with the speed of the object moving through it and speed of the fluid. Objects which are made to move in fluids are made streamlined shape, that is the fish shape, to reduce the friction offered by the fluid. The shape of aeroplane, ship, boat, birds and fish are made streamlined shape, a shape which is pointed on both the ends and wide at the middle is called the streamlined shape, which facilitates the easier movements through the fluids. Fluid friction comprises internal and external friction. Fluid comprise of internal friction that occurs between the molecules of liquid as they are also in motion. The viscosity of liquid therefore depends on the internal friction. What is the viscosity? Viscosity is the stickiness or the density of that liquid which can easily flow or do not flow due to it viscous. I would say that ghee is more viscous than the water. An external friction in the fluid is force exerted by the fluid on the object that flows through it. An object travels in a fluid, it loses its energy in order to overcome the fluid friction, and hence things that can easily flow in the fluids have special shapes which we call streamline shapes. For instance, ships and boats have a particular shapes that allow them to resist or overcome the fluid friction. Birds and aeroplanes have specific shape that allows them to fly in the air. Fish also have the specific shape such as tail and fins that allow them to swim continuously in the water and even prevent the loss of energy due to fluid frictions. So I hope all the detailed parameters of friction are covered here so far. You will write the PDF question answers after referring this videos in your notebook. I'll see you with the next chapter, chapter 13. Meanwhile, you'll prepare chapter 12 for our online doubt sessions. Thank you.